Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Princess if this is your first time here, and we're gonna just get right into the video. As you guys see, you're looking at my foundation collection here, so you're not gonna see my face in this video. We're gonna focus on my foundation collection, and we're going to declutter some of this stuff because it's time, y'all. Some of this stuff I've been holding on for too long. So what we're going to do in this video is I'm going to go through the foundations that I have. I'll share the colors with you just so you'll have a color reference just in case you're interested in any of these foundations. Many of them I have a review on. I'll leave my foundation review playlist in the cards up above. And I'll talk to you guys a little bit about what I think about the foundation, if I'm going to give it up, why I'm going to give it up, and if I'm keeping it, why I'm keeping it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right on in. All right, so where do I want to start? Okay, so I think let's start with some foundations that I know for certain I'm going to give away or declutter. So right off the bat, these right here, these Wet n Wild foundations, let me see. I have two of them in the shade Toffee Pecan and Cocoa. Toffee Pecan was a little bit too light for me, so I went and picked up Pecan, and I've never tried it. I don't think these are terrible foundations. I picked them up because, you know, people were ranting and raving about them when they first came out, but I just never found myself gravitating to them, and they smell like paint. Like legit smell like paint. So I'm going to go ahead and pass these on to someone who may want to try them. I've never used this one, and I've only used this one right here one time. So we're going to go ahead and declutter those. So that is two that are out of there. Two of the foundations that I think I want to get rid of are the True Match foundations. I have one in N7 and W8. W8 is actually a better match for me, but I can also make N7 work. These foundations look very pretty. Like, they look very pretty on. However, they crease like crazy in my smile lines. This is another one of those cult favorites. Like, people talk about these a lot. They're pretty, but they crease on me in my smile lines. So we're gonna get rid of those. Let's see, any others that I want to go ahead and get rid of? I'm gonna get rid of this foundation. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow foundation in the shade, what color is this? 210 Classic Tan. Now, I actually really like this foundation, like love this foundation, but I forgot all about it. And it's been sitting in my collection untouched, unbothered for like 2 years. And I'm absolutely certain that this foundation is expired. I don't see, let me see if I can find the tag on here. Yeah, I don't see the expiration date on this foundation, but it is open. It has been used, and I've had it for a while, like a long time, and it's gone untouched. Like, I have not even used it since I've had my daughter, so I know it's at least 3 years old. So it's time for this to go. And I actually forgot about this foundation, so I am going to go purchase another one because I actually really like this foundation. Okay, let's look at another one that we can go ahead and declutter. This one right here, this is the Lumi Cushion foundation, and this is in the shade W 5.5. I never even tried this foundation. It's brand new, never opened, never touched it. I'm going to get rid of this foundation. One, because I think it is not my right shade. I think it is too light for me, possibly. And I've been having it in my collection for a long time, and I've never touched it. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is expired as well. So I'm going to go ahead and declare that. We're on a roll, y'all. Let's look at some foundations that I love, that I'm not parting ways with. This one right here, this is a holy grail foundation for me. This is the Smashbox Studio Skin Foundation in the shade 3.35. I absolutely love this foundation. It is hands down one of my favorites. I got this in an influencer box and fell in love with it. I never would have purchased this foundation on my own, so I'm so glad that influencer sent it to me and allowed me to try it. It does not crease. It has long wear. It looks like skin, but it can give you full coverage. If you've not tried this foundation, you need to try it. This right here, this is bae for real. Love it. Another foundation that I won't be getting rid of is this one right here. This is the Laura Mercier, what is this? Candle Glow Soft Luminous Foundation. Super pretty. Like, talk about skin. This foundation right here gives you skin. Like, I can't even explain. It's so beautiful. I have mine in the shade Pecan or Pecan, however you want to say it. I just love this foundation. If you need full coverage, this is not the foundation for you. It is definitely a light to medium coverage foundation, but it is definitely a keeper. Love this foundation, so we're gonna hold on to this one. Another keeper is my Fenty foundation. Take it out the bottle. I'm sure you guys know what it looks like, but here she is. I have mine in the shade 370. However, I think I need to go get a different shade. I think I can wear 330. I think that may be a better match for me. But I love this foundation. It is so pretty. I love the way it smells. It has a baby powder scent to me. Nice coverage, wears good, does not crease in my smile lines. I have dry skin as well, so even though this is a soft matte finish or matte finish, it doesn't crack up on my face. It doesn't dry out my skin. So yeah, absolutely love this foundation. She ain't going nowhere. She's staying right here with mama. Let's put her back in her box. Another foundation I'm going to keep is this one right here. This is the Maybelline Dream Urban, what is this? The Dream Urban Cover Foundation. I picked this up in the shade 330 Toffee. I haven't tried this foundation. That's the only reason I'm keeping it. I want to give it a shot, see if I like it. I've seen quite a few good reviews about it. If you've tried this foundation, let me know what you think about it in the comment section below. But I'm going to hold on to this one just so I can give it a shot. And we'll see if it makes it through the next declutter. Another holy grail foundation for me. This is the MAC Pro Longwear Nourishing Waterproof Foundation. Y'all, I love this foundation. If you have never tried this foundation, you need to try it. I have mine in the shade NC45. This is another one of my holy grail. I know it'll never let me down foundations. Absolutely love it. This also gives you skin. It gives you full coverage, but you can also kind of sheer it out if you need to. If you want something much lighter, it is waterproof. I've sweat through this at my traditional African wedding, child. We danced and danced and danced until 4 o'clock in the morning. I sweat so bad that night, and when I got home and looked at my face, baby, it was still sitting. My face was still sitting. This right here, bulletproof right here. This is bulletproof makeup. I absolutely love this foundation. Definitely try it. Again, I have this in the shade NC45, and it is the MAC Pro Longwear Nourishing Waterproof Foundation. Oh, this makes me sad, guys. This Juvia's Place foundation, the I Am Magic foundation. So I love the coverage. I love the way that it looks. It's super pretty. Neither one of these are my shade. So that's the first reason why I'm going to get rid of these. I have mine in the shade Casablanca, and then this one is in the shade Nairobi. I actually have a video of me using Nairobi. This will work better for me in the summer, but even in the summer, it'll still be too dark. It has a little bit too much red in it, and this one is just way too light for me. So neither one of these are my shade. I can probably mix them and wear them, but this foundation creases like crazy in my smile lines. It wears beautifully everywhere else, but it doesn't work for my smile lines. So unfortunately, we're gonna have to get rid of that one. I hate it. I had such high hopes for that foundation. Wow, this is another one of my favorites, y'all. Like, absolute favorite ride or die foundation. Probably one of the best drugstore foundations you would ever find. The L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation. Mine is in the shade 109 Classic Tan. This is another one of those foundations that is like bulletproof makeup. This is drugstore bulletproof makeup. I absolutely love this foundation, but I'm going to declutter it because it is super old. I got so many foundations that I forgot about this one, and I haven't picked it up in literally years. It's just been sitting in my collection, and I know it's bad, but I am gonna pick up another one. This declutter is making me remember the foundations that I'm in love with, that I haven't picked up in a long time. So I am going to get another one of these, but this one got to go because, you know, mama don't want no breakouts. Next up, we have this Maybelline, what is this one called? This Maybelline Super Stay Foundation. This Maybelline Full Cover Super Stay Foundation. I have mine in the shade Warm Sun. And I'm going to hold on to this foundation because I have not tried it yet. This is another one of those foundations that got a lot of great reviews. And I bought it because YouTube said it was good and I wanted to see for myself. But I just haven't gotten around to it. So yeah, we're going to keep this one and we're going to give it a shot. We're doing good, y'all. We're doing good. Next up, we have these L'Oreal. I'm sorry, not L'Oreal. What are these? What are these called? These right here. These Maybelline Fit Me foundations. I have 3 and I have both of the formulas. I have Toffee and then I have Classic Tan, which is actually a better match for me. And I actually like these foundations. Both of the formulas. Toffee is a little bit too neutral or pink for me. And Classic Tan is actually a really good match for me. But they don't make Classic Tan in the dewy and smooth formula, which I prefer because I have dry skin. But I can make both of these formulas work. And I actually like both of the formulas. However, these are old. I have a lot of outdated makeup in my collection, y'all. But these are old. I haven't reached for them in a while. I hate that they don't have a pump on them, also because they're messy and I feel like I waste product when I use them. So yeah, I'm just gonna get rid of these. They got to go. Bye bye, Maybelline. All right, let's look at another keeper. This is the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. This is the packaging that it comes in. I have mine in the shade Brulee. That's one of the shades that was released with the collaboration with Jackie Aina. This is the packaging, just in case you've never seen it before. And it does have a pump. I love this foundation. It wears beautifully, looks like skin, feels really good on the skin. And it's a really good color match for me. I like it. I like it a lot. So I'm going to keep this one. This one stays. Another foundation that I have not tried. Y'all don't judge me. I am a foundation hoarder. This is the Maybelline Super Stay Multi-Use Foundation Stick. As you can see, it is still wrapped up tight. Still has the seal on it. Have not tried it yet. But I bought this because Yvette Loves Beauty. If you watch her, she ranted and raved about this particular foundation. And she made me want to try it. So I went and picked it up. Haven't tried it, but I will. I picked up mine in the color Toffee Caramel 330. Next up is this foundation right here, the Bare Minerals Bare Pro Foundation. This one is in the shade Chai number 26. And I actually really love this foundation. Like, this is right up there with the Smashbox foundation for me. Really like it. It is matte, but it's not a super drying matte. Or I know how to work with the foundation to make it not dry my skin out. But y'all, this foundation wears so good. Super duper good. The only gripe I have about this foundation is that it is not my shade. And when I purchased this was the closest to my shade that they had, but they have since extended the color range. So I actually will be going to pick up another one of these in my correct shade, and I think I may pass this one on to my mom. But this is a really nice foundation. If you've never tried this Bare Minerals Bare Pro foundation, you should definitely give it a try. Super pretty. This one is just a tad bit too dark, and it has a little bit too much red in it. So I'm gonna go pick up one of their new shades because I just really love the formula of this foundation. This is a really good summer foundation as well. It really endures sweat. So I'm gonna hold on to this right now just until I pick up a replacement color. But after that, I'm gonna go ahead and pass this on because this is not my shade. Oh, here is a foundation that makes me sad, y'all. This makes me sad. So this is the Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation by NARS. And I have it in the shade Moorea. I actually did a review on this foundation. I wore it for a little while. I'm trying to take it out of the box so y'all can see it. Here is it's starting to separate. Look at it. Let me shake this up. So here it is. Packaging is gorgeous. You know, NARS always has really beautiful packaging. But this foundation has a very olive undertone. And once it dried and really settled into my skin, I look like the Grinch. I am green. I look like an olive. So I'm going to declutter this foundation, which makes me sad because I really like it. I really like the formula, but the undertone is not good. And I didn't realize that until I wore it a couple times and saw myself in a variety of different lights. But Moorea is not a good shade for me. So yeah, unfortunately, that's not going to work. So this one has to go. And another NARS foundation that I am disappointed in. This one is the All Day Luminous Foundation. Guys, I don't know what I did wrong with this foundation, and this one is separating. This one is separating also. But here's the foundation packaging. Comes with the pump also. This is in the shade Tahoe. This is a much better color match for me. It's much more warm, has much more yellow in it. But y'all, I don't know what it is about this foundation. It separates like crazy on my face. I don't know. It just didn't work for me. It didn't work. So she got to go too. And I've only used this foundation like twice. And y'all know that NARS foundation is not cheap. So this was a total waste and disappointment. You know, a total waste and disappointment. Next up, I have these foundations. These are the NYX Total Control Drops. These were very popular a little while back. I have one in the shade, let's see if I can find the colors. Okay. So I have one in the shade Caramel and one in the shade Beige. As you can see, they have not been opened. The seal has not been broken. I have not tried these, so I'm going to keep them with my foundation hoarding self. Do not judge me, okay? I'll let you guys know what I think about them. Next up is the Revolution Foundation, the Conceal and Define Foundation. Really like this foundation. I have mine in the shade C, I think it's C10 I want to say. Oh, F12.5. Boy, was I off. F12.5. This foundation is nice. It's very affordable. I think this color is not the best match for me, but I can make it work, and I do like the formula, and it is drugstore. So I'm going to keep this because I like it. Next up, Lancome Teint Idole 24-Hour Makeup. Guys, if you've never tried this foundation, this is another one of those foundations that you have to get your hands on. This foundation is beautiful. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love the color range. Although this one is a tad bit too dark for me. This is in the shade 460 Suede W. The undertone is perfect, but it's just a little too dark. I did some research and I found that they have a shade that may match me better, but this one is almost finished, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish this off, and then I'll replace it with a shade with another bottle of foundation that is in my correct shade. But this is a really good foundation. Like, this is in my top 5 favorite foundations. So yeah, this is a good one. I'm gonna keep it. Let's talk about another major disappointment. This Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation. This one right here, this is in the shade Amber. Y'all, I was not impressed by this foundation. Did not like it. Yeah, I don't even know what to say. I tried it a couple times, and each time it just let me down. It creases in the smile lines. It makes me look cakey. I was expecting it to make my skin look like skin, and yeah, I don't like it. She got to go. Now on the other hand, these ColourPop foundations I actually do like. I have 3 shades. Let's see, what do I have here? My foundation shade is medium dark 145W. That will be this one right here. It's my foundation shade. And then I have one for contouring or bronzing. It's this one right here, which was not as dark as I thought it was going to be, but it still gets the job done. This is deep dark 185W. That's that one. And then I bought one. Wait, hold on. Did I do this wrong? And then I got this one right here also to kind of mix with the other ones for my foundation shade. So I like these. These were really nice. I like these better than the liquid foundation. So I'm going to hold on to these for a little while longer, see if I can get some more wear out of them. But speaking of the liquid foundation, here it is. I have mine in the shade 155 Dark. This is it right here. Comes with a pump, very affordable. This foundation is okay. It did not blow me away. It's nice. It has a nice price point. It wears decently, and I honestly cannot remember if it creases in my smile lines or not. So that means I need to wear it. I need to wear it again. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try this out, wear it again, see if it creases in my smile lines, and if it does, I'm going to get rid of it. Yeah. This foundation right here, this Clinique foundation, this is the Beyond Perfecting foundation. This is actually a really nice foundation. Love the packaging. This is in the shade 23 Ginger. It's too dark for me. So yeah, I'm going to declutter it just because of that. But it's nice. It's okay. Not my favorite. It has really good coverage. It's very hydrating. I think this one creases in my smile lines too. I think that's why I don't gravitate towards this particular foundation so much. But it's okay. It didn't make waves. It's not extremely memorable, but I will say that it's decent. And it's worth a try. And for a high-end brand, it's pretty affordable. So I think it was under $30. So it's decent, but I'm going to get rid of it and give it to my mommy. This foundation right here, this is the CoverGirl Queen All Day Flawless foundation. It has a pump on it. I have mine in the shade Brulee. This is actually a really, really great foundation. As a matter of fact, it's a fantastic foundation, especially for drugstore. And of course, it's the Queen collection, so it has a really good color range. But I'm going to declutter this foundation because it's old. It's been in my collection for so long. This is one of the drugstore foundations I started off with when I first got into trying different foundations. And I've since fallen in love with so many other ones that I just simply forgot about it. But this is one that I would repurchase and add to my collection again. It is a really good foundation. Cold fave again. This is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. I have 2 shades. I have one in the shade 5W1 Bronze and then 5W2 Rich Caramel. If I mix these together, I get my perfect shade. This one is great for the summer, and I can wear this one a little in the winter. These are extremely matte, and they wear forever. This is like, you know, your makeup ain't going nowhere when you wear these, but these are super matte. I can only wear these if my skin is not extremely dehydrated, and I have to prep my skin really well when I wear these because they do dry down. Like, this foundation plays no games. and it photographs beautifully. So this is really good foundation to use for a photo shoot. So I highly recommend these, especially if you have very oily skin. If you're a dry skin girl like me, just make sure you prep your skin and moisturize, hydrate your skin very, very good, or else you will look cakey and dry. The Urban Decay All Nighter makeup, I have mine in the shade 8.75. This is a great color match. Oh, sorry, the pump came off, the top came off. Love the packaging, super cute, looks really cute on your vanity. Love this foundation, it wears really well. I love that it is an airless pump. It does not crease in my smile lines. It is matte and it does dry really fast, so you have to work very quickly. For me, this foundation is not as matte as the Estee Lauder Double Wear, so it does wear better on my skin without having to do the most with skin prep. But this is a really pretty foundation, and this foundation also photographs beautifully. I have these foundations. These are the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 concealer and foundation. I have mine in the shade tan and amber. One of them has never even been touched before. I don't even remember if I like this foundation. I used it once and that's it. And I've had this in my collection for over a year. It's just time for it to go because I've never picked them up ever. So we're just going to pass these on to someone who can give them some love. Okay. Next up, we have the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation. This is a favorite. L'Oreal makes some really amazing foundations, like super amazing. This is definitely a favorite. This is a go-to like everyday foundation. I haven't picked it up yet this winter because my summer tan hasn't completely gone away, but this is definitely a go-to foundation for me. It is so lightweight, it looks really nice, it's comfortable, it's not cakey, it can give you full coverage, or you can sheer it out. It's just a really, really pretty foundation. I have mine in the shade 505. I don't know what 505 is. Let me see. It just says 505, no color name. Oh, 505 Toffee. I wish this shade was a tad bit warmer than what it is. I wish it had a little bit more yellow in it, but I can make this work once my summer tan is completely gone. But this is up there with my high-end foundations. Like, this reminds me of the Smashbox Photo Finish foundation that I love. That's my #1 favorite foundation right now. This reminds me that, and it comes also really close to the MAC Pro Longwear foundation as well. This is really, really a phenomenal foundation. I highly recommend that you try it out if you've never tried it. The Iman foundation in the shade Clay 2. This foundation was nice. I like it. It has really good coverage. I'm going to declutter this foundation because it is old. It's been in my collection for over 3 years. And it says the shelf life on it is 12 months. So it's time for it to go. Otherwise, I would keep this foundation. This is another one that I liked. I didn't fall in love with it, but I liked it. But I fell in love with other foundations and forgot all about this one. But this is a really nice foundation. How could I forget about this one? Y'all, this is the Bobbi Brown foundation. This is the Skin Longwear Weightless Foundation. I have mine in the shade Golden 6, and y'all, I have never even opened the box. This is the first time I'm opening the box. Shame on me. Ooh, this looks like a really good color. I need to try this. Ooh, it says full cover. It's a full coverage foundation. It's a Bobbi Brown foundation. I can't tell you anything about it except for the packaging is gorgeous. Has a pump on it, and I need to try it because it's just been sitting in my collection, y'all. It has dust on the flap of the box because I forgot all about this foundation. So I'm gonna leave this on my vanity, and I'm gonna try this out this weekend to see if I like it. It looks like a really good color match, and yeah, we're gonna try it out, and I'll let you guys know what I think about it. Here is another foundation that I'm gonna hold on to only because I just started wearing it, and I actually really like it. It's a tad bit too yellow for me. This is the Black Opal True Color foundation. I have mine in the shade Truly Topaz, It's light to medium coverage. It is a drugstore foundation, and I like it. It wears really, really nicely. And this was another foundation that I picked up because Yvette Loves Beauty rant and raved about how much she likes this foundation. So she liked it so much, I was like, you know what, girl, let me try it too. Let me see what this foundation is talking about. I've only worn it once or twice, and I think I even have a video trying this on in first impressions. So first impressions is that I like it. Second impressions is that it's cool. It's a really good everyday, nice everyday foundation. It does wear very long. It did not settle into my smile lines. It's affordable, and I mean, you can't lose with that. Great color selection as well. So yeah, we're gonna keep it. Okay, don't talk about me, y'all, but this is another foundation that I have yet to try, and this is an expensive as hell foundation. This is the Suede. Let me see. This is the Suede foundation, Essential High Coverage Cream Foundation. This is it right here, y'all. Can't tell you much about it because I have not tried it. I got mine in the shade Caramel, and looking at the package, I think this is going to be way too light for me. I mean, we're getting some shadows right now from my lighting, but y'all, I think this foundation will be too light for me. And it was expensive. If you've ever purchased Suede foundation before, then you already know this son of a gun is expensive. This is another one I need to leave on my vanity and try out this weekend, because I need to go ahead, bust it open, and use it. But the box is super pretty. Packaging is really gorgeous. Nice high-end clean feel. We'll see what it's talking about. So I'm gonna keep it. Okay. Okay, let's do these together since they're the same brand. This is the LA Girl Pro Coverage Foundation HD. This is supposed to be a dupe for the Makeup Forever Ultra HD or HD foundation. I have mine in the shade Bronze. This one gives you a illuminating, luminous finish. Very skin-like, very lightweight. I actually really like this foundation. And this is the same brand, LA Girl Pro Matte Foundation, however. So this is supposed to be HD Longwear Matte Foundation. So this is the luminous one. This is the matte one. I love them both. They're drugstore, very inexpensive, under $10 if I'm not mistaken. Dirt cheap, very good makeup. I'm gonna keep these because I think these would be really good to use on my channel for affordable makeup tutorials. So I'm gonna keep these. Next up, we have the Makeup Forever HD or Ultra HD foundation. This one is in the shade Y435. I think I can go the next shade down and get a shade that's a tad bit darker than this. But nevertheless, I can make this work. I do like this foundation. It's really pretty, so I'm going to go ahead and keep it and put it in rotation. So yeah, we're going to keep this one. Next up, we have this one. This is the CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir Foundation in the shade Classic Tan. And I have not tried this foundation. This is another one that I picked up because people were ranting and raving and talking about how good it was. And I've never tried it before. So do I want to keep this foundation? As you can see, brand new. Pump is not even dirty because it hasn't been used. I think I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna try it, see if I like it. If I don't like it, I'm going to declutter it immediately because I've had this for a few months and I don't want it to go bad. I'd rather give it to someone that can use it, who will like it. So I'm gonna keep it for now. And last but not least is this baby right here. This is the MAC Studio Water Weight Foundation. I'm keeping this foundation because I love it. It's really nice over the summer when you just want something to make you look luminous and to just give you a nice finish. I like it. I cannot remember if this creases in my smile lines. So I'm going to try this out. I'm going to see if it creases in my smile lines, and if it does, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of it. I want to say it did crease in my smile lines, but I can't say with 100% certainty. What I do remember though is that I really like the way it made my skin look. As you can see, I haven't worn this foundation in a while. So I really need to start shopping my stash, because y'all, I'm a mess. I love foundation. It has to be like one of my favorite beauty products. So for now, I'm going to keep this. I may declutter it. This is in the shade NC45. Okay, y'all. That's all the foundations. Let's see how many foundations we actually decluttered. Alright, so I have decluttered 19 foundations. 19 foundations from 50, so that leaves me with 30, which is still too many foundations for one face. But at least I got rid of quite a bit of foundations, and I can make room, of course, to go buy more foundation. Yay me. Okay, so if you guys would like to see videos on any of the foundations that I shared in this video today, please let me know. I'll be happy to do a demo, a wear test, include them in a tutorial, whatever you guys want. Please let me know. I'll be happy to do it for you. Thank you so much for joining me on this declutter. Stick around because I plan on doing way more declutters. I have so much makeup that I need to get rid of. And so yeah, please subscribe if you've enjoyed this video. Like and of course share, and I will see you guys in my next one. Deuces!